My name is Johanna Myers, and I'll be presenting my persuasive speech. The subject of college athletes getting paid has and always will be a hot topic people talk about. Some people don't agree, saying if college athletes get paid, why shouldn't dancers or musicians or any other organizations get paid that are sponsored by the university? But others believe they should because they work over 40 hours into their sports. I'll now conclude the 3 reasons why student athletes should be paid: time commitment, money revenue, and the one-and-done system. Once a high school student signs their national letter of intent, their college coaches now own them. In the majority of the Division I schools, their college coaches make it mandatory that student athletes come to campus during the summer to attend summer school, workouts, weights, and practice. This leaves them with no time to get a job because they work over 43.3 hours a week into their sport, which is more than what the average American works Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Some of you may be thinking, but athletes already receive benefits. And you're right, they do. Many receive clothing, first-class travel, tutoring, and some even may receive a stipend. But not all students are on scholarship, either it be full, partial, or any scholarship. So how do they get money for housing or food? For example, Keontae Anderson, a former defensive end for the Eastern Carolina University football team. Keontae was falling behind on his payment for rent and needed money fast. His only way was to quit the football team and get a job. But the head coach at ECU didn't want Keontae to quit and put him on scholarship. If college athletes would be paid, then Keontae and the head coach wouldn't be put into that sticky situation. Money revenue. Many people don't know that college athletics actually bring in over $11 billion to universities nationwide. This is more than any professional organization in the nation brings in 1 year. When one watches sports, who do they watch? Do they watch the coaches or the players? The answer is obvious. The crowd comes to watch the players perform. In 2013, the average BCS football coach earned an average salary of $2.5 million. Now, I understand that college coaches, they take time away from their families. They're doing film, they're doing recruiting, they're going to practice as well. But students are getting pulled out of their classrooms, time away from their homework to be on television for their games, even though they're supposed to be student athletes. If student athletes were to get paid on the marginal revenue product they bring to the program, then many universities would face legal issues regarding Title IX. It wouldn't matter what gender or what sport you played, every athlete would be paid. And it would be based on the revenue the sport brings into the university. For example, the University of Alabama's athletics bring in around $243 million. Majority of that coming from the football team. Therefore, the football team would be paid the most out of all the sports at Alabama. Then there's also the University of Connecticut, where the women's basketball team brings in the most profits to the university. Therefore, the women on the team would be paid more than the football players or the men's basketball team. But no matter how much the sports bring in, there's always going to be a glass ceiling on how much a player can be paid. One and done type of players. Every year there's going to be one player that's going to be fantastic, out of this world, and the next year they're on to the pros. This is the one and done system, where a freshman will play the first year at a university, and the next year they'll play professionally. This year, Zion Williamson, a famous basketball player who played his first year at Duke and is now going into the NBA. Many people either need the money or they do have the talent to go professionally. Everybody's making money but the players. Paying athletes in college would eliminate the rush to chase immense contracts, allowing players to finish their education and have other job prospects if they don't make it professionally. This is from Ben Simmons, a former LSU one-and-done player who now plays for the 76ers. When college players go for the NBA draft, they cannot go back to the NCAA because it's a rule. And now they don't have a job prospect, they don't have a diploma in their hands, so what are they going to do? Some athletes aren't ready to play professionally, whether it be emotionally, mentally, physically, until the ages of 20 to 25 years old. This statement comes from Dan Gavitt, the former vice president of the NCAA. Now, we have seen amazing athletes, like, for example, LeBron James, but not every athlete is going to be as talented and gifted as LeBron or other incredible athletes that come out of high school. In conclusion, student athletes do have benefits, but coaches are telling them what to do every second of their day, whether it be they're going to weights, to workouts, to practices, to traveling to games. It doesn't matter. They're always on a schedule. And they don't have time for a job because their job is their sport. They work more than an average American. Student athletes should be paid because their work ethic and mental drainage it costs them on a daily basis. Now, if college athletes would be paid, it wouldn't jeopardize the college athletic system because every athlete would be paid. In addition to that, the incentive would be to stay in school and get a diploma if their dreams and hopes of playing in the professional leagues doesn't work out.